Welcome fans of Fate Grand Order. I am Avon, you are watching FGO Tips, and now that Thanksgiving is past, that can mean only one thing. Today we are talking about the new Christmas event we'll be seeing in NA this year, the Little Santa Altar. We've got a new banner featuring new servants and CEs to go along with a new shop and new lottery boxes. And who could forget our brand new event servant, Jeanne d'Arc. Altar, Santa, Lily. Kind of a long name for such a small servant. Anyway, lots to cover, so let's get started. This event will run for 10 days, from Monday the 26th until Wednesday, December 5th. The main quests will unlock daily, similar to the previous Christmas event, so you can't just rush the whole thing on day one. Thankfully, this event runs a bit longer than the last one, so instead of unlocking the last quest on the final day, they actually give us 3 days to get it finished. Progressing through them will award you a temporary copy of Santa Lily, so don't quit yet, we've got more work to do. These quests, along with the repeatable free quests, are going to award 4 types of event currency. The first 3, fruitcake, shortcake, and cheesecake, can be exchanged for things in the event shop. We'll talk about that in a minute, but for now we're mostly concerned with the 4th currency, miracle stockings. These are used to pull from the roulette, a mechanic that should look familiar if you played the last Christmas event or similar events like Nerofest. Each lottery box will contain an assortment of goodies, and for 2 stockings you can pull one thing at random from the box. It's going to cost 800 stockings to completely empty a single box, but somewhere in there is a grand prize item that you'll almost always get before the box is completely empty. As soon as you receive that, you have the option of ignoring everything that's left and immediately starting the next box, or continuing to pull from the leftovers. Only the first 6 boxes contain gold and silver apples, so make sure to pick those up before moving on. In general, it's a good idea to empty every box completely, but if there's nothing left that you need, feel free to skip it and move on. There's plenty of other boxes after that. Only the first 6 boxes contain grand prizes, so after that, you'll have to clear the entire box before you can move on. Thankfully, there's an infinite number of boxes, so as long as you have AP, you can keep collecting stockings and emptying boxes. This makes the Christmas event one of the best times to use those apples you've been stocking up on. So, what's in these boxes, you might be asking? QP, friend points, skill gems, apples, mana prisms, experience cards, void's dust, evil bones, and serpent jewels. The first 6 boxes include silver and gold apples. The later boxes only include bronze apples, but they do include a couple octuplet crystals to help us out. In addition, each box will contain bûche de Noël. I'm doing my best with the pronunciation here, but French is not one of my strong points. This is basically a dessert that's meant to look like Yule logs, so let's call it that. Each box contains 5 Yule logs, which you'll need to get the extra copies of Santa Lily. But first, let's talk about the grand prizes. The first 4 boxes feature a Gilles, this French is really going to do me in. The first 4 boxes will feature a Gilles de Rais doll as the grand prize, which is the ascension material necessary for Santa Lily. The 5th box will contain a silver exchange ticket, which you'll need to exchange your temporary copy of Santa Lily for the permanent one. You can only do this after completing the story quests, by the way. And box number 6 contains a crystallized lore. At this point, you can use your your Yule logs to purchase additional copies of Santa Lily from the event shop. Each one will cost 5 for a total of 20, which you should already have after clearing the first 4 lottery boxes, as long as you didn't spend it on anything else yet. After that, feel free to spend the rest of these on Hearts of the Foreign God, Dragon's Reverse Scales, and Spirit Roots. Speaking of the shop, let's go back to those 3 tasty cakes we mentioned earlier. Fruitcake, shortcake, and cheesecake will be farmed from various free quests during the event and spent in the shop on things like foo cards, mana prisms, proofs, seeds, shells, feathers, tear stones, horns, and scarabs. Additionally, you can purchase up to 4 copies of the 5-star craft essence Holy Night Supper. This is a pretty powerful CE in its own right, which will start your NP gauge at 30%, as well as boosting crit and NP strength by 10% each. After maximum limit breakthrough, that goes up to 50%, 15%, and 15% respectively. But if you want the 5th copy, you're going to have to farm the free quests and hope for a lucky drop. In addition to being a handy CE on its own, Holy Night Supper is also going to boost stocking drops by 1 or 2 after breakthrough. It will be super handy when it comes to getting through as many lottery boxes as possible. If you need help farming cakes instead, we've got a few options there as well. Firstly, a number of servants will provide boosts to each. For the common cheesecake, you can get a boost from Mosh, Child Gil, Kotaru, Gilles, Cursidarm, Asterios, Ushi, Tawara, Matahari, and Leonidas. For the mid-tier shortcake, you can get a boost from Jean Alter, Jean herself, and Emiya. Fruitcake is going to be a bit harder, and boosts will come from Santa Lily, Amakusa, and Ishtar. And if you don't know who Ishtar is yet, don't worry, we'll get to that in a minute. But first, we have a few CEs to help with these drops as well. The banner is going to give us 3 new craft essences this time around, starting with the 3-star Saint's Invitation, which will increase defense and reduce damage a bit, but is mainly useful for boosting cheesecake drops. The 4-star Reading on the Holy Night will increase NP gain and damage by 15%, and will boost shortcake drops. And finally, the 5-star Moment of Tranquility will boost quick, arts, and NP by 10%. Not my favorite, considering I'd rather a strong boost to just quick or arts, but I do appreciate just how cute little Jack is here. And this CE is going to boost fruitcake drops during the event. And of course, this banner is also going to feature the 5-star archer Ishtar. This goddess in the body of Rin Tosaka is a popular fan favorite with incredible debuff resistance thanks to her passives, pretty reasonable skills, and a powerful buster AoE Noble Phantasm that boosts her buster damage. Personally, I managed to use up most of my quartz and tickets on Jack, a decision which I don't regret, but I will be passing on this banner. Thankfully, you can still secure 1 copy of Saint's Invitation from the story quests, and even more from the friend point summons. Beyond that, I'm really hoping my friends put some of the other CEs into their support lineups for me. Good luck to everyone who is rolling, good luck with the event and clearing those lottery boxes, and most of all, thanks for watching.